Hey everyone, let's do some more content for this update. In this video, I'll talk about whoops, that's the wrong part. The Kiss of Frost, the advent that we've gotten. I found a team that works for me with my gear. It is not the cheapest one, but this is the team. Round one is really slow, honestly. Surely there's a better team. I haven't found one yet. But this is the team. And as you can tell, since limited entry is 2 out of 3, this works. And worked perfectly fine for me. And yeah, it sadly uses quite a lot of moonlights, 2 limited units. But if you have those units, this one's very easy and very comfortable. So, okay, so I'll make a quick screenshot here so I can go through the units because for some reason I can't go through all of them. So let's see. We've got Belian on the team. So, or LRK. So this is the LRK build I have. It's my regular PvP build. Now, these are all my regular PvP builds that you're about to see. Just a quick heads up. Then this is the Nodos that I'm running for this, also PvP build. This is the Belian that I'm running for this. Then we've got SBA, also my regular RTA build. Next team had Lionheart Sermiat, so this is my Lionheart. Then we had Roana, this is the Roana build. Next was Frieren, this is the Frieren build. Then we've had Gala as next one. This is the Gala. Then we had, where is he? Elegos. And yeah, that's pretty much a team. Now, as for Elegos, I think a little bit faster would be advised because I believe I speed RNG the enemy, but I'm not re-gearing. It worked out the first time. Maybe it works out the second time, but I know from playing it out once, my team survives 1s3 of the enemy, so it's fine. So let's go in. We, as you can tell, we ignore the passives for the most part. It should be still fine. So let's dive right in. Whoopsie daisy. I was not supposed to auto this. So let's turn off auto. And the mechanic is as follows. For this first stage, the game wants you to use 5 AoE attacks. Now this says 5 times with an attack that targets all allies. This doesn't mean it only counts when the allies are up. And we'll see that in a second. So 1s3, we want to get rid of these ads as quickly as possible because they counter us. This stage could also be very good for Lionheart because these enemies counter you whenever you hit them. But Lionheart IMO is better in the second stage. So let's do some more damage. And 1s3 just for the defense buff and whatnot. So should be fine. Yep, we got rid of all the enemies. And from here on out, whenever we do our damage, so here you see magical, what was it called? Battle Mana Dispel. That was the first of 6, I believe, no, 5 attacks. That was number 1. Whoops, I'm not soul burning her for obvious reasons. And now watch, we'll see the enemy go Battle Mana Dispel 2, Battle Mana Dispel 3. So there's 2 more attacks that we need to do to dispel the attack buff off of the enemy. I'm keeping this one, the S3, because she will at some point resummon the ads. Now we counted on the line, which is lucky in this case. So we have 5 now, and we dispelled the buff. And from here on out, it's gonna be super fine, super easy, and it's just playing it out. We don't have to really worry about the attack and speed buff the enemy gets. Because there is no real danger in this. So she will summon her ads now. Luckily for us, Belian's S1 is ready to go, and as you can tell, we do get counted here. So yes, a unit that prevents counters would be nice, I suppose, but that's why we saved the DS3 from SBA, so we can clean house, and yeah. Let's get in the car or get on the bike and start racing. We will push the face momentarily. I guess Blind can just S1. Oh, she procced, which is very nice. Otherwise, the next attack from SBA would have pushed the face. Okay, phase number 2. This one wants us to use single target attacks on the ad in front of us 6 times. So with 3 run, technically you would S3, but we don't need that right now, so we'll just S1. We got super lucky, we dueled. Usually you're not that lucky, but rest assured, even if you duel, if you don't, it's just a matter of time. Alright, with Sturmia, just to speed things up, we will always S3 for some damage, because as you can tell, she still deals good damage here. That's attack number 3 out of 6, so halfway done. This enemy always duels, so prime target for both Roana and for Sturmia will hit S1 on the ad. That gives us 4 out of 5. This gives us 5 out of 5 out of 6, I mean. And Sturmia will S3, S1, and then we are Super Tamaguchi, dealing some nice damage to boot. Defense buff is gone. And from here on out, we are going Sky with our units. I love it when Reinhardt does the job well. Sadly, she's not relevant in PvP anymore, but at least she has some moments in these PvP events. Now, because we don't need to do mechanics anymore, we can just deal damage. We'll just S1, S3 with 3 run for the attack buff. But the most damage here is coming from Lionheart, as you can undoubtedly tell. Alright, just a little bit more before we push face. And on the next hit, we should be pushing. Next hit from Sturmia, that is. Yeah, we're pushing next hit on Sturmia. Perfect. That's it. They should push us to the last phase. Let's see if speed RNG is on our side or whether it's not. It is on our side. It wasn't even speed RNG. So 279 speed or whatever I am at with Elegos is way more than enough. So my Nodus is 220 speed, as you can tell. This is rather close to the enemy. So what we're going to do here is we're going to Soulburn, because this ignores FRES. We get target and we get the defense debuff on the boss, which is super nice. We also pushed the boss back because for some reason this boss is not immune to CR pushback, so that's super cool. Gala comes in, sweeps off the shield, which is very nice. Notos S3s. This does not remove the enemy debuffs, which is super cool in our case. We dueled, we don't need that duel. I dueled 3 times this run, that's kind of super lucky. And as you can tell, and Nodos with Soulburn here, that's why we kept all the Soulburns. Nodos Soulburn with target, with defense decrease. Even without that dual attack, you one-shot from this position. Let's see the damage, 92k. We did not need that dual attack. Super easy, not even an issue at all. And this comp also works for your just regular runs. You can order this with these comps. You don't really care about whether Elegos hits the death break or not, because Nodos solos this at all fully. At least mine does, and this comp is super safe. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Advent or Kiss of Frost. Very nice, not that hard at all. IMO, but I understand if you're missing some of these units, it's going to be a little bit harder. But as you've seen, you could also run instead of Notos, for example. You could probably run Afternoon Soaked Flan, but that's another time-limited unit. Unlucky. But anything high DPS works, so to say. So even a fast RB works, a Spirit Eye works, again, Moonlight. There's a lot of units, just high impact, high DPS units work really well in these cases. So yeah, hope this helped you. And that closes out the events for this week. I'll do the Hearth of Trials at some later point. Don't feel like it right now, but yeah, thank you all for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.